35. You're a badass, mama. Woohoo. Sticky bun casserole. Oh my gosh, that looks so yummy. Black and white bagels. Banana foster pancakes. That sounds yummy. We back. Hmm. I think I'm gonna do a mix of this
What? I get
with the recipe that I already have. I wonder, let me see what would be a good substitute.
Mommy, I'm hungry.
So we are trying to make breakfast,
Make
but I want a healthy breakfast. So and change the baking powder, baking flour with oats. Woo! Okay.
Mama.
Espérate, Luna. Jesus Christ, woman. Purpose flour, 2 cups.
Flour?
Substitute 2 cups of flour. Flour.
Flour? Flour tower?
In our recipe.
Flour tower?
To substitute 2 cups of all-purpose flour with oats, create homemade oat flour by blending raw oats. Then use approximately 2.8 cups of flour, of the oat flour. So basically the same and a little bit more. For each cup of regular flour, I will use 1.4. So 1.5. 1.5. So I'm trying to make a recipe, but I'm trying to make it healthy. So I'm looking how I can substitute the purpose flour with oats without damaging the recipe. So we'll see. Banana Foster pancakes, healthy banana Foster pancakes. That's the goal. So banana Foster sauce. It says unsalted butter, brown sugar, rum extract, bananas and toasted pecans. Okay, let's see. Why did I choose that recipe? It looks complicated. Do we have that complicated? Probably not. I am starving. Hi. Good morning. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Is there anything else? Let me see. Why did I choose from this book? This book is not healthy recipes. What the hell? This would be good for a Sunday, not a weekday when I'm busy. Hash brown cracker roll. Do I have hash browns in my fridge? Yes. Okay. Let's get started with the hash brown. Oh my God. Mm. Let's do this. Let's do this. Come on now. Come on now.
Excuse me.
Careful. Yeah, she's eating the butter over there. Bro. Lona, go, mom. Don't do that. I need my scissors. Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to make some breakfast. I found a recipe, but that's too complicated for a busy week. So we're gonna do something else. However, that one we're gonna do it on Sunday. I want to leave those type of recipes for like Saturday and Sundays. What are we doing? What are we gonna do? No, no, no. Hey, that's my mother. This woman is making my job 12 times harder. So I was looking for the scissors. I'm all over the place. Sandy and girl.
Mommy, no, 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 no.
Good morning. I'm doing well. I'm ready to come for my day. Okay, let's do this real simple. Let's do this. Salted butter, shredded hash browns. Mm, mm. Ooh, the onions. And maybe some cream and green onions. Okay, okay, we can do that.
Mother,
Mama.
disgusting.
Bro, don't touch anything, Mama. How about that? That's heavy cream. Yes, heavy cream. India. Kind of figure. It's too early here, so probably everybody's streaming it's from like up there. Hmm.
Mommy, I like it nasty.
Okay.
So I feel scared.
You like nasty. I know. Luna. Go watch Nastia, mommy.
You baby.
You are my baby.
Baby, your mommy.
You are mommy's baby.
Mommy, baby.
I recently
No.
redid my list, resigned my list. I don't know how you say it. And now I'm regretting it because I think we have new neighbors because we never had this problem, but now we're having somebody with freaking loud ass music almost every single day. Almost every single day.
Why?
And
Stop
that's
that.
a problem, not just only for my peace and my mental health, but also as a person who works from home. I vlog, I create content, I do like coaching, I do live streaming, and it's cannot have the freaking music out loud. So it's becoming a little bit frustrating. I also I need creativity, I need focus on the job that I do. And yeah, it's become a little frustrating for sure.
It's not working.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say, Shannon. Okay. We got this. Oh, I forgot I have this bacon in here. Let's move that. Okay. What is it with the roll? I don't get it. Are you okay? I'm gonna save this rest of the onion for later in the afternoon. I cook dinner.
Oh my God.
So I guess there I was like, kind of smells shady for a second. Ugh. Ah, Chanel, chequéate ahí la gaveta. Ven aquí. La gaveta de allí, hay una caja rectangular, rectangle box with red and a top that you can see inside, and it has batteries inside. So this morning I was listening to a podcast and it got me it reminded me of something that I remember I was teaching. I remember I used to do that and it actually really did work and I don't do that anymore. And it's because it's that when you want to change your environment, one thing they teach you is change your environment, right? Like if wherever you want to go, surround yourself by it. But let's say I want to focus obviously in people that are doing better. I want to do better economically and be in a better neighborhood, but obviously we cannot afford that right now. So the best way is to still go to those places and surround yourself by those places as much as you can. And honesta, tú no sabes sacar eso, Chanel. Jesus. So anyway, so he was giving us the example that to start getting in those environments, even if like we cannot live there anymore or whatever, but still getting there. Like if you want to manifest a home for you, go and see as many open houses as you can. And I was still at some point I was doing like the driving around and like soaking in the energy of those places. I was doing that a few months ago, but A, I stopped, and B, he gave it this extra idea to visit like open houses, like get so that way you can like get inside the house and you can like actually visualize and feel yourself inside your dream home, not just like being in the neighborhood and outside, which is going to increase the energy of whatever you want, right? The second thing that we could do is like find a coffee shop, which this will work amazing for me, that it's in the neighborhood that you want to live at, and find the nearest coffee shop or Starbucks and work there. Spend 1 or 2 hours working in there so that way you are again in that energy, right? Another example, what was the other one? Hotels as well. If you want to do more hotels and high class hotels or whatever, go to the best hotels in your spot and go enter the lobby and stay there in the lobby, working in the lobby for a little bit. And that just gave me a flashback that this is not the first time I hear this. I've been in the entrepreneurship world for a few years now, and this is something they teach us to manifest whatever we want and to get our mindset in that space, into that world, to get us to trust and believe that we can actually be there, we can actually achieve that we actually have the right to have that lifestyle as well. So it was very interesting hearing that again this morning. And definitely I'm gonna have to work, and maybe I can put it as my main goals to, because I did wanted to do this. It just gave me like an expansion on how I can do it. Like I wanted to have focused CEO hours because I work from home and I have kids, and it's hard to be focused without interruptions. So one of the things that I wanted to do is in the afternoons have my son help me babysit his baby sister, so that way I could leave for 1 or 2 hours. The goal is 2 hours and work focused, you know, be focused, not interrupted, and be able to be creative and do my best in those 2 hours with no interruption or work. And I just got the idea that, you know what, instead of just going to any coffee shop or any Starbucks, try to be in a Starbucks or a coffee shop or a hotel lobby that it's where you go, it's where you want to be. What is that? Bro. Pero si yo se lo quité y tú se lo das, explícame. Ujú. So yeah, we're manifesting. So I guess that would be one of my. Actually, just write it down. May goal, because we are planning. Let me move the camera. We're gonna be doing our May goal setting on the 30th. What day is that? Thursday. I'm gonna go live on Thursday to do our May goal setting. But as we think, we can do a sticky note and add things as we go. Okay. Mm, Slow motion and angles. Okay, goals. CEO. Right. Okay. We put it in here so we can add as we go. What are you doing? No. I remember I had another goal for May. Oh, Shannon, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, Luna, get out of there. Luna found my baking pantry. That's not good. That's sugar. Excuse me? This is no. Is this on? It's taking forever. I'm hungry and I need to get to work. I recently discovered how crappy breakfast is at my child's school. So what I've been doing is that now that I'm cooking breakfast for myself, I make extra and I save it for him. I'm thirsty. What do I want to drink? No, mommy, no. You're amazing. Oh, snap, Matthew. Stay there. Ah, oh my goodness. Woohoo! There you go. You're welcome. Now it's cooking. I think I can't eat hash brown because it takes long to cook. Too much. Too much.
You do put too much. Hello. Okay. Oh, they just laughed. I don't mind.
Excuse me.
What is this?
Walnuts.
Oh.
I'm hungry and I'm getting like irritated.
I'm so hungry. That's why I'm eating.
Mhm. I am the type of person that gets
Okay.
very moody when she's hungry. Where's the knife? Can you stop? Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bless you again, my queen.
Thank you. What's that?
Bacon.
Thank
Yes.
I like it.
Oh, I know you do.
It smells good.
Smells good.
So then stash and then fry it. Then so then
Okay, so these and these we can put away.
then next I like spicy, 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 spicy. So very so spicy,
It's-
so spicy. So
I love you, mommy.
What's that? What's that?
Cool.
Hmm?
Okay, so we're gonna have that with eggs, but how do I want my eggs?
Eh?
How do I want my eggs? This casserole looks so yummy, but I'm not gonna complicate my life with all of that. But it just gave me an idea. I got inspired. I got inspired by using heavy cream, using bacon, using onions, and that will be it. And maybe I can add this cheese on top because I don't have shredded mozzarella or cheddar or anything. So we go with that. We are good with that. The next step will be the eggs and the toast.
Toast?
Toast. I guess scrambled. Scrambled eggs. Let me see that.
Microwave.
Oh, mama. What? What? Bunny? It's over there. Like three ziploc bags. Ah,
What happened?
it's going to spill.
The spill?
A little bit. It's okay. That's life.
So so not
Thank you for the help. You're amazing.
funny thing.
Can I feed whatever I got left on your plate? Excuse me?
Yes,
I did it. Oh my god, it smells so good and I'm freaking starving and it's not helping to the cause. My hunger is my the smell is not helping to my hunger. Come on, close.
This cold.
It is cold, yeah.
We
Good morning, everybody.
might be side.
Making some breakfast and just chatting on the way. Luna. Okay. I need to get me something to drink. I was thinking about coffee, but I already had coffee, even though it's decaf, so I wouldn't have any problem having another coffee.
Green. I want green.
I should do my greens. It's just I want something. I'm hungry and I want something.
And get drink, 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 drink,
You want milk?
drink.
You want milk?
Milk.
Yeah, that's another thing I started. Decaf coffee. Because I noticed it was not I'm not tolerating very well the caffeine from that coffee. I do have caffeine, but I have it from the Energy Fist, which doesn't give me that crazy spike and that crazy drop that you get with caffeine. With coffee.
Coffee.
I'm also trying this new
Good.
bread, um, sweetened with organic fruit juices.
Give me the bun.
It looks like I'm pretty sure that I saw this brand was. Can you give me a second? It was recommended by health and nutritionists for like healthier bread option. It has 5 grams of protein, 4 grams of fiber, okay, 260 milligrams of omega 3, bro, and 19 grams of whole grains. It's organic, and it has only 1 gram of sugar. Sugar, your favorite. So let's toast that.
Now this. Now you're the like. Now you're the.
Oh my god, that smells good. I wish I had the long spatula that I can just turn it like that and make them like high. Definitely, definitely have to put that as main stuff. Pause. What I was saying, I forgot. Oh, the break. Yeah, healthy stops I've been doing to get back into healthy. I was never a breakfast person. I am now. Um, yeah, I was never a breakfast person, but I was not feeling too well. I was getting hungry and moody. I know I was not eating well, so I decided that adding breakfast was definitely it. Especially because I'm not having time for lunch, so I need to make sure I do have a good breakfast. I also wake up super early to study and do my stuff, do my workouts and everything. I think having breakfast is definitely something I needed to implement. Where did I put the thing? However, we sometimes people have breakfast, but they don't make sure it's a healthy breakfast. And that is something I'm not sure I do have. I focus more on savory breakfast than sweet breakfast because
Mommy.
obviously it's not healthy. Like breads, muffins, donuts with coffee, that's not healthy. Eggs, I buy pasteurized eggs because it's something I have every day. So I know it can be a little tricky to balance healthy meals with your budget. So what I try to do is follow the dirty dozen and clean 15 rule. And then when it comes to meats and stuff that I have every single day, those I make sure they're like clean and organic. And then I can wave, give like, to the things that I actually don't consume every day. So, wiggle space, is that how you say it? I don't know. Don't know what to.
Yeah. Yeah. That.
This is yours. No me caso. Just giving me stress. I am terrible at multitasking. I'm gonna get better. I need to nail my skill of multitasking. You said no. Toasty. Just stop eating the butter, bro. No. Butter is something I use every day, so I'm obviously picky with the butter. I go with the gold. Forgot the name of the brand. I'll tell you in a minute. Luna, stop it. Kerrygold. I go with Kerrygold butter. It's only one ingredient. So real food. Yes, ma'am. Let's turn this plate around.
Huh?
It's not getting nice and golden brown. Oh well. Oh well. As long it smells good, so careful.
Oh. Oh.
Careful, it's hot. Hot.
I did it, mommy. Woohoo! I did it.
You did it. See? You can always do whatever you want. Because this is hot, so stay away.
I ripped. This spicy, right?
Yeah, but
Spicy. Spicy. I think it's spicy. I think spicy. No. No.
yeah.
It is spicy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, so,
No, déjalo ahí. Ay. You know what's going on with the girl? I have a nice avocado ready for me to eat. It'll be fine. Oh, still haven't done my drinks.
I'm not, my arm is right there, right? And look how long this is. Bro.
Fine.
Hmm.
Qualquer otra cosa, porque almost done. Gonna get my drink now. I keep everything clean. Ah, patience. Eggs take a minute, take long for a minute, but suddenly out of nowhere they just cook so fast. Of course. Hi, gorgeous. Almost done. Smells good. Few more minutes.
I do.
Mhm. What you nasty. Perfect. All right. So I always save for my son's breakfast the next morning. So, because his school breakfast is really bad. So, from when I cook breakfast, I always save for him. So tomorrow I will get it and give it to him. You have to saw you after so long. And what about your daughter? We are doing good. Everybody's fine. Então, é... Oh, aguacate, ¿quieres aguacate? Chaluna, yes. Tanya. I am business. We're working on it. I've been, I started to get like, I noticed my time was just not enough. There's a freaking fly in here. The doors here doesn't have screens and I hate being locked in the apartment. But the problem with opening the doors is the bugs. And what I was saying, oh yeah, I actually started to study so I can get my certification as a neuroscience coach. So I've been studying for that. So hopefully I can get that this year. Um, Luna, here. You're welcome. And during April, I started to work again with like habits, routines, and I started to wake up earlier than I was and creating this new structure. But it got me doing more. It gave me the time to study and start reading again. I started doing my workouts again. I started to focus on my afternoon outside walk hiking, but I was still struggling to have like working hours and like work on my business. So this week I've been working on waking up instead of 6 at 5. So that way I can do my student reading, workout and everything before I leave the house at 7:45 to take my son to school. Because when I take him to school, I make it home almost at 9 a.m. And then at 9 a.m. I was doing my workout. And then at 10 I'm doing breakfast. And then by 11 is when I'm finally showered and started to get ready. And I still have home chores. I still had to do a lot of things. And by the time that I finally get to work, it was like 40 minutes before I had to leave at 1 p.m. for my afternoon hikes because my son gets out at 3. I'm home at 4. I'm exhausted. I crash out and have to cook dinner. So I was not doing it wasn't helping. So I needed to shift. I needed to put my workout first. I was not focusing on workouts, and workouts are essential for my physical and mental health. And because I stopped working out, I started to gain weight. I started to not look how I want. I was not, because of the schedule I had, I did not have time to get ready and do makeup. So on top of me not being on sporty clothes, not well dressed, not with makeup, not looking physically like I used to, that also took a toll on how I feel every time I look at myself. And when you don't like how you look and you don't feel good with yourself, your productivity, the energy you're putting out there is not the same. So it was affecting my role as a mom, it was affecting my role in my business, and creating my online business and my career. And I, even though I understood that my priority was my business, but every time I sit down, I was lacking Luna. I was lacking focus, mental fatigue. I was not having clarity. I was getting distracted. It was taking me forever to finish a task. So I knew that I needed to, for me to be able to be good in my business, I needed to take care of my health again. So we've been started working out again on April. We started prioritizing afternoon walks because I work from home and I homeschool, and the only time I get out is driving. So yeah, I've been doing those things. So little by little, we've been figuring out. Oh, I also started to eat more at home, cook healthy, focus on healthy breakfast, healthy dinner, and meal prep. Workout it's really important for you. It is. I look good and I know I'm not fat, but this is the problem. I already know my potential. I already know my potential. I already know how I can actually look good. And on top of that, I already have a bunch of clothes that doesn't fit or look good anymore. And that's the frustrating part. Like when you know it's not the same when you were always in a certain weight and you imagine yourself looking like this, shredded or whatever, but you've never been there, so you cannot really see and suffer the pain that you're not there anymore, especially when you already have a closet full of clothes that used to fit and it used to look amazing on you, and suddenly it when you put them on you don't look the same, so you immediately get disappointed, like this looks horrible, I don't like it, and also like I cannot fit on these pants or shirt anymore, and you get disappointed and you start in that rabbit hole and not feeling good about yourself and hating yourself and all that stuff. So it's not that I am, oh my God, I'm so fat, but I'm definitely not. Like, I have a lot of cellulite. My butt just got flattened. And I can see here also the difference. My face is, I see the difference. And what I want to do is, I definitely do have more fat in my body, without a doubt. So I want to burn that fat, but I want to get more lean. So, yeah. And then you have social media showing you those memories of 2 years ago, and you're like, ah, I was looking so good. Like I was 6 months postpartum, and I look so much better than what I look now, 3 years after having my baby. It's insane, but yeah, I do. It's again, you have to shift. We need to shift our mindset about what fat really is, because sometimes when you talk about fat, you're thinking an obese person. You're thinking about this huge obese person with a huge belly. And fat doesn't necessarily mean that. You cannot be obese, but you will still have fat. And again, I know how I used to look, and I'm not like that anymore. And I want to look and feel like I used to do in that time. And again, this is a journey. This is a journey for myself. For me, looking at myself and feeling good with myself. This is not a journey of what people will think. People think I look good, so I'm gonna look good, even though every time I look in the mirror and I don't like it because I know my potential and I know how I could look. No, it's about me and my potential, what I know that I can look and feel like. And right now, I gain weight. That's the sad truth. I might not be extremely overweight, but I did gain weight and I do have some fat. I can see it in my legs. I can see it in the cellulite. I can see it in my belly. I can see it in my arms. And again, I don't have to be ginormous for me to be fat. So satisfaction. Yeah. Because again, the way you feel will project out in what you give in the world. And as a content creator, I have to go back to all content all the time, and me seeing myself is like, what happened? I don't look like that anymore. I don't feel like that anymore. And it's a real struggle. The other day, I went to a spring, and when I put my bathing suit on, horrifying. Because I'm comparing myself to where I was 2 years ago. And now I don't look like that. My bathing suit doesn't look like that anymore. And it's frustrating. The clothes that fits or doesn't look horrible on me, it's clothes that is not make you feel empowered or anything. Yeah. We still a long way to go, but we definitely have been seeing and feeling the difference. Like I started waking up. What? Miss Diva over there. I need to go and give her her plate. Oh, no, she. So I started waking up at 7. Then I went down to 6:30. Then we got down to 6. Today we managed to wake up at 5, and it was a complete success. I remember last time when I was in your live, you're really excited for starting your business. I was. But after that, a lot happened. I tried to get back with my ex. That did not work out. Hmm. What else? That took a toll in my mental health. I was struggling with my son' mental health as well. He ended up leaving. I had to let him go. So he left to Puerto Rico with his dad. That's a point in my life I never imagined to be. Yet. Hello. Hi. When you have kids, you know eventually they will leave, but you just like don't imagine yourself living that now. And we tried so bad to convince him to not leave, but couldn't. He wanted to leave. And also his mental situation was getting to a point where it was not safe for us. And I had to choose my other 3 kids' safety, my own safety, and also having him in a place where somebody was going to be able to deal with him, because reality is he's 17 and he's strong, and on a life or death situation I might not be able to handle him by myself, or my other child will have to get involved, my other son, to help me or whatever, and he might end up getting hurt. So we figured the best is for him to go with his dad. I did launch my personal website. I do have my Amazon affiliate link. I do have the shop my account. Things have been happening. I'm almost done with my membership website, but I definitely needed to work on myself first before I could focus on anything else. It's funny because I just shared a reel this morning saying that how I shared a reel this morning how sometimes we want to get our career for first. My son is texting me. I'll check it in a minute. Sometimes this is the vision of the life I want, right? And I'm thinking for me to be able to do this, I need to first do this. And in this case, if I wanted to be able to do all these things with my kids and have more time with them, whatever my vision was, I need to have um my career, the income that I need to have, so that way I can then have the financial freedom that I need to be able to be happy and live my life. But reality is that first I needed to find myself again, find my identity again, come back to me, become her, embody her, know what I want, and which is tricky because my life changed. My life changed. Like I knew what I wanted, but those things were based on me either when I was in Puerto Rico or then I moved to the US, but I was in a relationship, right? And I was figuring this long forever relationship. But now that it's just me alone in a new country where I know nobody, obviously what I wanted, and now that I failed this relationship, I had to really sit down and think, what do I want? What do I want now? How does my life look like now? What, according to these new experiences, what are the things that I like now? What are the things that I don't like anymore? And it was a process of obviously that you cannot discover overnight. And I've been loving things that I didn't love before. I found out that I don't like things that I liked before. I, yeah, things change. Things that I want change. You're such a beautiful lady. Thank you. In new country. Yeah, because I'm from Puerto Rico and I moved to the United States not even 2 years ago. So this is a new country. My best friend is 2 hours away from me. My sister is 3 hours away from me. And my vision for where I was I was supposed to be moving every 3 to 4 years. I was gonna be here in Florida, but it was not going to be stability. That was a whole shit show. Then I realized I did not want it. I did not want to spend the last 12 years of my life moving every 3 years. Instability, like I'm all like, I don't know, midlife crisis. I'm like, girl, I'm almost freaking 40. So that means that by the time I'm finally settled down, living in my dream home, my teenagers left, my daughter is in her last years of high school, my toddler is gonna be in high school. Oh my God, no, no. Like this is I finally gonna have my dream home and I'm not gonna enjoy it with my children. I'm gonna enjoy it by myself with a high schooler and that will be it. And so that will be like by the time I'm what, 55, 60. That's when I'm going to finally settle down and live my best life. I was like, no, I don't want that. But it was hard because if I wanted to stay in that relationship, I needed to have that lifestyle. 39. I'm 39. I mean, I'm gonna do a whole new vlog series about it's gonna call the year before 40 or becoming her before 40, where basically I want to dedicate these last few months of my life putting myself. I want to close all the chapters. I want my 39s to close everything that's been open for so long. And like, because when you vision yourself, when you were in high school and you envision yourself when you are 30, 40, this is absolutely not where I thought I was gonna be. I'm literally starting from zero again. And how on earth I am almost 40 and not stable and starting from zero with no career or anything? It's so frustrating. And it's like enough is enough, you know? So my 39s, I want to like close all the chapters, finish every unfinished idea process of my businesses. So that way, by the time I'm 40, I'm already there, you know? I'm just 20. Bro, life will go in a blink of an eye. And next thing you know, you're going to be living paycheck to paycheck, surviving every day in a life that people made you believe it was the one you needed to have, but it's not the one you know you want. And then at your late 30s, maybe 40s, you're going to be rebranding your life. What is it with the row, row, row? Or run, run, run? What the hell? Is that a thing in your country or what? Subscribe, done. Thank you. What? What happened?
The baby.
Well,
It's so cute. Where is it from? Baby.
mm,
I just hit myself.
well. When I finish here, we're gonna start with you. You got like 5 minutes.
5 minutes? That is too much.
Dude, it's 10 a.m. You had all morning. I was gonna do my greens and I forgot. Ready? I keep seeing, and that's the first time I see it. I have seen Radha Radha before, but I had no idea what I meant. Now I know. But I never saw the ram 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 thing. But today I keep seeing it over and over and over again. And I was like, is this somebody spamming me or what? This is one of the cool things about doing this is when you meet people from all over the world, you learn new things. I mean, I'm learning new things right now because I'm from Puerto Rico and I live in the United States. So even though Puerto Rico is a, I forgot what's the word. Like it's not a state, but it is part of the United States. It's still different. We have different cultures, different everything. And I'm still getting used to the culture of here. Mm. The hardest thing has been when we see somebody in person, every time we see somebody in person, friends or you just new acquaintances or whatever, you always greet with kiss in the cheeks. You always, how you doing? And you always give a kiss in the cheek. People don't do that here. So at the beginning it was awkward because here people don't like really greet you and like, you know. So for me, it felt like I was being rude or I was doing something wrong because I was just seeing this person and not like, hey, how you doing? And giving a hug and a kiss. Now I started a few months ago, started to go to the church. And over there, people do hug, but they hug you different. They hug you like from the side. They don't hug you like in the front. Like at least in Puerto Rico, we do hug a lot as well as part of our greeting. but we hug like looking at each other in front of each other, right? Whether it's two females or a female saludating a male, and the kiss in the cheeks, right? Here they don't do that, and now in the church they do hug, but they hug different. They hug like in the side, so I feel, for me it feels like, and it's a culture thing, you know. I know it's not that, but when it comes to culture thing,
Oh, here it's wet, bro.
donde?
Ahí mismo. Dude. The
Well,
paper is wet.
but usually when somebody says hi and they salute you by the side, it it feels like I'm saying hi, but for obligation, like I don't really feel like it. Like, oh yeah, hi. So I know here they meant well. That's how they actually salute you, but I still have that imprint in my mind, and I still, every day I say hi to somebody with this weird side hug, I feel weird. I feel like I'm being like a hypocrite, if it makes any sense. And at the beginning, I remember once she was gonna hug me, and I was like, hi, and I kissed her on the cheek, and then I was like, I don't want them to think I'm awkward or weird, because they don't understand that that is something really deep in my subconscious and how we say hi. Okay, good to know. We just shake our hands. Okay. Males in Puerto Rico, they either like, ah, come here, pa, and they like share like a side hug, or shake their hands, but they like really like hard, hey, how you doing? It's not like, hey, how you doing? No, they like go from far and they hit their hands, and then that's when they hug in the sides. So it's interesting. I found it fascinating. I think moving has learned me, teach me to appreciate more things. Definitely. I discovered I love spring. I've been obsessed with spring. And it's funny because when you will ask me what is your favorite season, it's fall. I love fall, and it will forever be my number one season. But spring was in my last two. It was always bunking heads with summer. I hate summer. I hate it. But now spring has become my second favorite. It's so beautiful, but I had to learn to appreciate it from the perspective of living the seasons in here. Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico is summer all year long. So you don't see fall, you don't see spring, you don't have these ugly leafless trees. So you cannot appreciate it. But now that I had the winter, well, I'm in Florida. So we don't have like snow, but it still goes down to 20s. So the trees does lose their leaves and everything looks so sad. And now everything is so green. There's so many butterflies and dragonflies, and I'm driving and I'm seeing all these flowers, and I'm like, who is she? Who am I? You are really gonna make them feel awkward. Yeah. So it's interesting going to a new place and seeing how they behave. That, I think that's the key. When you I learned to, when you visit a new country, before you go with your roots, what for you it's normal and it's okay, before you just look around and see how it is. Because when I moved from Puerto Rico to Virginia 12 years ago, people will say that I was too flirty, and they will say a lot of things about me, that I was rude. And I was like, what are you talking about? Right? And it's because the culture, it's so different in here. And in Puerto Rico, I will meet new people, and they were like, "You're so cool. You're so down on earth. I freaking like you." And like, I will have fun. and people will like me. And suddenly I moved to the United States, and I'm rude, I'm flirty, I'm a bitch, you know. I'm like, I will receive so many insults, and I couldn't understand like what is going on. And then it's like it's a culture thing. Everybody's different, and when you bring your personality from your country to this new place, people are not gonna understand it, and they're gonna start putting labels on you and being mean. So that was interesting. So lesson. After that, I moved back to Puerto Rico. I lived in Puerto Rico for 8 years, and then I moved back to the United States, but this time in Florida. But now I'm more conscious about what I do, and definitely something I learned is study your surroundings. You know, look at people, how they behave, how they greet, and then you can do, you know, be part of it. Good food, good money, good food, definitely very satisfying. My first time yawning, good appetite. I was starving. Look at this. I was getting moody already. My first time doing them. Well, welcome. I used to do live stream every afternoon when I was cooking dinner, but because of my personal situations, it has become hard for me to film in the afternoons. And the mornings are so hectic that I wasn't doing live stream. But I'm trying to figure it out what I can do and do a quick live stream over there. Like this morning I had 10 minutes to do my makeup, so I did a quick 10-minute live stream of let's see we can do my makeup in 10 minutes. And now I was cooking my breakfast and I decided to do a live stream while cooking my breakfast. However, because I'm live streaming, it took me way forever. This is why I cannot live stream when I'm in a hurry. It's okay. It's part of the job. Something I keep saying is I want to make YouTube my full time platform. Like you keep debating, you keep going back. I keep going back and forward with Instagram and TikTok, and I don't. It doesn't work for me, and it's not the platform I want to be mainly as a content creator. So yeah, maybe now that I know YouTube is my main platform, I can have this enlightenment of, oh, you can do a quick 10-minute live stream. Oh, you're cooking breakfast, just live stream with them and figure out how I can do what I want here. From Australia. Ah, I've been wanting to go to Australia so bad. Hashtag goals. Hashtag goals. How is it there? Australia, the seasons are different, right? I think Australia, it's autumn now or winter. What season is over there? I just learned that not long ago. Do you record vlogs? Yes, yes. I'm struggling with my vlogs. I want to create three. I want to load 3 videos a week. But I explore over the last few months with the content. Because it's hard. It's hard. This is the situation. If I do regular vlogs where I'm like talking, I don't have the time, right? I don't have the time to say stop and talk, stop and talk, stop and talk. Sometimes my days go, go, go. So because I cannot stop and talk and whatever, I don't vlog. So I was like, okay, maybe I can just film myself during my day, and then when it's sit down to edit the vlog, I can do a voiceover and talk about what's going on in my life and do a quick story time. Um, but that worked, and it was so much easier for me. However, it felt incomplete. It felt like I still needed those moments where I am talking with you. So now I'm figuring out how I can do a mix of both. Like do a little of vlog, but also include voiceovers. Um, and then if I want to upload 3 vlogs, 3 videos a week, I figure one day it's gonna be a vlog, another day it's gonna be a sit down video of me talking about a topic, um, entrepreneurship, motherhood, personal growth, neuroscience, whatever it is. And then on the other video, it will be more health and wellness focused because I am a health and wellness coach, right? So I can do either a sit down video or do a sit down video but include B-roll. So I'm playing, thinking, brainstorming what is the best for me. Because my biggest struggle is that people say separate your niche. If you're health and wellness, you need one channel. If you're in entrepreneurship, you need another channel. If you're just a regular lifestyle vlogger, blogging your life, you need this apart. And how can I divide myself with three channels in YouTube, three Instagram, three TikToks, three Facebook? It's impossible. And I think this problem of you need a niche down, you need a niche down, and platforms forcing us to niche down, it creates overwhelm, it creates exhaustion, it creates frustration, and then you don't do the work. When my mom was like you, she spent the whole time with friends. If you ask me which job doesn't have retirement, it's mother's responsibility. Oh, yeah. It just never stops. They are always needing something, always struggling with something. Yesterday, my son, he's been having issues with his diet. We are realizing he is intolerant to something. We just don't know exactly. We have an idea of a few groups of food that he could be intolerant, but we still don't know with exactitude what is. So yesterday he ate a burger and he had this stomach pain where I had to pick him from school. Example. It was a last minute situation that I was not prepared for, you know? Um Almost 2 months ago I had the situation with my son where he got to be hospitalized and that was not part. Like during the day he was doing amazing. We were talking about his favorite things and all that stuff. And then at 2 a.m. he's having this mental breakdown and we had to hospitalize him. And not even a week later he left to Puerto Rico. There's always something. At this point I have met so much people from India that it would be a sin to never visit India. It will be a sin. Like I know so many of you, especially my live stream, it's always from India. At least you are kind. Thank you. I think so. We just don't consider we are not teach in our childhood because you never think you're gonna move to another country. That every country is different. And what it's normal for you and it's completely good for you, for other countries is not. And that includes relationships. That includes relationships, and it doesn't matter if you're even from the same country. Because my last relationship, he is Puerto Rican like me, and our values were so different. And what for me was okay, for him was rude. What for me, it's a normal everyday thing. Like, this is how I talk, this is how I express myself. Everybody, it's fine with it. My family, my friends, my children, we all get along. Nobody gets offended. Nobody gets mad. But for this person, it was a I turned the detonator for the atomic bomb, and it's interesting seeing how something for you it's okay and for this other person is not. If it makes any sense. So now imagine when there's a culture shift. Culture. I mean, he's been living in the United States for like 10 years, so I guess he's already Americanized, and maybe that's why he think about a lot of things the way he does. But still, man, it's just that. My content, I'm I'm Puerto Rican and I live in the United States, and this is the life I'm living, you know. This is me. This is my life as a single mom in the United States, which is hard, hard. And I'm a health and wellness coach, and I am digging my feet into content creation. I'm digging my feet into entrepreneurship. So these are my knowledge. This is my stuff. This is what I know about. This is what I can share. And yes, most of my audience might be in India, but this is where I might be having the wrong audience sometimes because it's not gonna be for them. Like, you know, like I know what I want to do. I know I just want to share. I don't want to be put in a box. I don't fit in a box, sweetie. I cannot just health and wellness or entrepreneurship or regular lifestyle content. No, because life is all of them. My life is all of them. My life is health and wellness, entrepreneurship, mindset, lifestyle, motherhood. That's my life. My life is not just one thing. Homeschooling. All right, Shannon. The way you talk, sometimes the things you do or say, Titi Genesis. Okay, do you clean this? No, let me clean it.
Yes, you know. Mommy.
Yesterday I had a fight with ChatGPT. Fun story. So I have the sink right here. I have the sink right here. So every time I do dishes, freaking water spills all over the counter. So
Yeah, this is the sink, and it spills every time we like do this. All the water comes over here, and it comes down, and it's really annoying.
it is annoying because I work mostly here. You know, she's studying, I'm working, and we always have to be with this thing in the mind like, oh, wait, I don't want to damage my book or my laptop. That's just, yeah. So, okay. Before we keep watching the videos of the Egypt, I got you some nice pages for you to work. I accidentally printed black and white, but this one I put this one is color. So esto es de los early humans. These are activity sheets of early humans, okay? So here you're gonna have cool facts. Here, I want you to figure if you know the meaning of each one of them. If you don't, I want you to go and look for the meaning and know what that means. This is how you're also gonna learn new words in English, and you can learn how to write them as well. Okay? Here are a few questions that you will answer. Acuérdate que tienes que escribir chiquitito. Okay? Aquí hay another question for you to answer y aquí hay otra question for you to answer. Cuando termine este, me lo enseña. You want to tell me what that is, so then we can move on to the next. Okay? Most of them are going to be games as well, puzzles. Um, see, we have a games, more game. And this is going to be a fun part that we're going to talk about later.
We gotta do this one because this one is.
Sí, pero no, esto no. Lápiz. Let me sharpen it. So I decided to homeschool her, and I had give me the other paper from enseñarle. I had no idea of what I'm doing because I am not doing the typical homeschool approach. I'm doing unschooling approach. I have write about it. It's in my blog, in my website, stephaniellopez.com. That's my personal brand website. And I share a deep dive blog, and I think I do have a whole section about unschooling because this is something new for me, and I get asked a lot of questions, and sometimes I'm like, I don't even know. I'm discovering this myself, but whenever I know, I will let you know. So anyway, I'm doing the unschooling approach. That approach is a more freeing approach. Regular school or regular homeschooling are trapping kids again, freaking labels. They're trapping kids in four walls. They are like blah 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 blah, blah throwing a lot of shit to them in and for 8 hours, 7, 8 hours. And they've been forced to learn in the same way for all. Everybody has to learn the same way, which it doesn't work like that. Everybody's different. Everybody learns different. They're forcing everybody to be on the same level. Not everybody's in the same level. Not everybody learns to walk at the same time. Like when you, especially me that I have 4 kids, I can tell you for a fact, my 4 kids did not learn to turn around, talk, crawl, walk at the same time. Everybody's in a different phase. Right now, my toddler, she is 3 years old and she doesn't want to potty train. All of my other 3 kids learned to potty train at 2 years old. She's three, almost and a half. And she's like, I don't want to potty train. I don't want to. And you know what? I have to be okay with that because she's different. Everybody's different. And I I noticed that for her, the regular schooling approach is not working. She learns different, she understands different. And instead of putting her in a label that she's behind, she's dumb, or she has a learning deficit, which I caught myself saying those things sometimes. Even ChatGPT correct me yesterday and make that accusation. Watch your words. um so I decided to do unschooling and go with what works for her and work in her rhythm. So I'm trying to figure it out how I can teach her on a way that she will be interested, that it will motivate her. um and I actually did yesterday, went to ChatGPT to work on her. I did a whole schedule for history. That's the other thing. We're gonna work one class at a time. I don't have the capacity for having 5 classes. Imagine her, you know. So we working with history, and I went to ChatGPT, and we are working. We did 36 lessons for 36 weeks, and I look for videos in YouTube. I made playlists so that way she can go watch them. It's all in children's way because I know that she likes to watch YouTube. I know that she likes to watch a lot of videos and she loves to learn that way. So why am I gonna put her a book that she doesn't understand what she's reading when I can give her, a video that it's something that interests her. So anyways, um I did that. So now yesterday, Ma,
I think I know where water is coming from. Like, get down.
no, no, eso es que chipotea cuando tú lo abres. So yesterday we're like, okay, she likes animals, so let's include in her lessons the animals for each era. Like we started with the first man, then we're going to Egypt, then we're going to Greece and to Rome. So I was like, she likes animals, so let's include animals of those era because it's something that is gonna interested her. How we can make her work super fun and cute. So this is why we put for the man cave era, it was mostly about the mammoth. So we put in facts in her work, mammoth. In her work, we put in facts about mammoth and anything that has to do with animals.
How is it hard to say mammoth?
Because my language is Spanish, not English. You focus on your work. Thank you. So we have these activity sheets. I have this one. So this is a more fun, interactive way for her to learn than just having somebody blah 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 being at her for a bunch of hours. also she just learned these things and suddenly she has to learn this whole new subject and then that whole new subject. It's too much for them. Like, and then we decided to make it fun and we doing a collection and a passport stamp. So every time she finished a lesson, she will get a passport stamp like she achieved it. And then I'm thinking that maybe we can cut it and do like a little scrapbook of all of her achievements and she can have all these cute stamps over there. And we also allow her to like express like how she felt about it, if she like it or not. And I'm noticing we didn't put the roadmap achievement.
You know what the color pencils? I need them for
Your hands?
this is my the color pencil. I
Okay.
need the other color pencils.
Oh, estaba con esto. Porque fíjate allí. It was all together.
It had like five.
It was all together. Está en la cartuchera.
Oh, you got the shade.
Duh! So I made a mistake in the first one. It was black and white, but um after that. Okay. Your place is looking very nice. Thank you. We're gonna be working with a lot of paint on May. We're painting everything white. This is depressing. We renew the lease. I hate the darkness in this apartment. And since my daughter decided to start destroying my walls, we're gonna paint because right now, as soon as you enter my hallway, this she messed it. Oh, let me show you the entrance. So last week I painted this wall, and this one was gonna stay exactly how it was. But then my toddler grabbed the paint and she messed all of this up. And I was like, oh no, well, I will paint it, I guess, why, whatever. I washed and put everything away, and then it hit me. And I was like, why I don't paint that wall? Good idea. My toddler gave me a great idea, right? So I painted the wall. Now I need to paint the doors, of course. But when I was waiting for that to dry and see if he needed another coat, she was like, oh, so you like my idea of ruining the walls, right? Okay. So now I have a lot of painting to do. I was gonna leave this for later. I first wanted to paint the whole apartment white, but I might have to start with that bedroom now. Story of my life. Let's see. Your place is looking nice. You are such a go-getter. Thank you. It's Luna's world. We are all just living in it. Yes, it is. Sis, you are the best. Well, I was wrong. My teacher told me that I am dumb. See, that's not right, man. The problem with some teachers who don't have an encouraging attitude. They want to put everybody in one box. Like everybody should learn the same way, learn the same thing. And what you're interested is not what I'm interested, is not what she's interested. So why do we want to put people in a box? If you're not learning at the same speed as her, you're dumb. You're a loser. Like it doesn't comprehend. And that's the beauty of it. That's what make this world so beautiful. The fact that we all different. You're really a good teacher too. I try. I'm trying to master that skill. It's still in process. Spanish is demanding language in the corporate companies in my country. It is here too. It is here too. Like I remember when I was living in Virginia and I was getting regular jobs out there, the thing that would get me my job was the fact that I speak Spanish. And in Puerto Rico, it's that the demand is to speak English because we have a lot of tourists. We are in the Airbnb business over there. Well, I was. My family manages over 60 properties. And almost every town now, every job, they're requiring English, especially in the areas where there's a lot of tourists. Oh, she does. She has sacrificed all my walls, but they were like pan or something like that. So from far away you could not see that. But yeah, she went crazy with the paint, and now I'm like Ah,
She also she also painted herself.
oh yeah, that's whatever.
I need gray. Where is gray?
So, anyways, I'm gonna have to leave now. I'm going to tidy up. Quick, let's tidy up. And then we gotta go. I got to get to work before I pick up my son and do my afternoon hikes.
Actually, the baby. Not for them.
Huh?
Can I tell them?
Okay. No. Always show everything after you go there.
Huh?
Always share where you were after you left those places. Never in present or before you go because they can be waiting for you there or be there. Go there.
No, it's a joke.
I cannot work on a dirty, unorganized environment. That's just how my brain works. Ah, I need to cook this week. I need to cook this week. Oy. Bro, you didn't like the hash browns?
Mm.
Trying it, trying it.
I did like the eggs though, and the avocado.
No first picture. What a party pooper.
Mom, I want to draw a mammoth, but it's so hard.
They're not hard, they're easy, bro.
Dude, I draw so horrible.
No, you don't.
Next time, what is it?
You make a huge long thing, then you do the thing, then you do the eyes, then you do the head, and then you do whatever. Actually, you know what? You should try to go to YouTube and see if they can teach you how to sketch a mammoth
I'm trying that. I need my
and
tongue.
follow the instructions. Design art mixed with history. That was another thing. I said I want to keep it easy, but at the same time, a little brain boost challenge. Like whatever we do, add something that yes, it's gonna be fun. We have games like puzzles and whatever, maze, but also we need to add something that makes her think because your brain only develops when you challenge it. So if I challenge her to make a draw, I'm challenging her brain and her cognitive, keeping her cognitive health and all that stuff, which is one of the problems we're having with technology nowadays. They're not developing kids' cognitive,
Alright.
cognition, whatever you call it. Okay, kitchen is clean. You can get started now.
So loud.
Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go now. Although I don't have a elder sis who call you a sis with a sign of respect, like hermana, can I ask you a question, sis? Actually, I'm used to hearing sis because the church that we go, we always call brother or sister. We don't call each other by hey Stephanie or whatever. Hey sister, how you doing? Hey sister, hi brother, or sister Lopez. But we always use the word sister. Have fun, be safe. Thank you.
Ma, I don't have space to draw.
Ahí en la parte de atrás. So, anyways, thank you guys for being here with me. This live. Oh my gosh, 11111. Angels are speaking. Thank you for being here with me. This was supposed to be a quick, like 30, 40-ish minute live stream, and here we are for almost 2 hours. But you know what? This is work. We good. We good. We work today. So I will see you on the next one. We're gonna try to do this more often. I'm gonna take any quick opportunity that I have like today and try to hop in with you guys. So see you. Bye. You too. Take care, guys.